Introduction to Red Teaming. Welcome to this video on Introduction to Red Teaming. In this course, we will discuss the fundamental concepts, goals, phases and best practices of Red Teaming. So let's get started. Red Teaming concepts and goals. Red Teaming is a comprehensive approach to testing and evaluating an organization's network security. It simulates real-world cyber attacks to identify weaknesses and vulnerabilities. Red Teaming helps organizations to uncover potential risks and provide recommendations for improvement in security controls, processes, and procedures. Proactively identifying vulnerabilities before cybercriminals can exploit them. Evaluate the effectiveness of their security posture and improve their security practices, policies, and procedures. Comply with regulatory requirements by demonstrating their ability to identify and respond to security threats. Moving on to the phases of Red Teaming. Red Teaming includes several phases. Each phase has its own specific objectives and tasks. Let's now look at these phases in detail. First is pre-engagement planning. This phase involves defining the scope of exercise, identifying the goals and objectives, and developing rules of engagement. The Red Team also conducts reconnaissance to gather information about the target organization and its security defenses. Second phase is threat modeling. In this phase, the Red Team develops an understanding of the target organization's environment, including its systems, networks, and applications. The team identifies potential threats and vulnerabilities, assesses their likelihood and impact, and prioritizes them based on their risk level. The next phase we have is exploitation. This phase involves exploiting the identified vulnerabilities using various attack techniques. The Red Teaming uses various tools and methods to assess the target system and escalate privileges. The fourth phase is post-exploitation. After gaining access to the system, the Red Team maintains access and explores the target environment to identify additional vulnerabilities and potential attack vectors. The team also attempts to cover its tracks and maintain a persistent presence in the system. The last one we have is reporting. In this final phase, the Red Team provides a comprehensive report of its findings. In addition, they provide suggestions for improving the organization's security posture. The report contains a detailed description of vulnerabilities along with attack techniques used and guidance improving security controls, policies, and procedures in place. Red Team versus Blue Team. The Red Team can be defined as a group of ethical hackers who stimulate attacks on a company's systems and networks to find vulnerabilities and weaknesses. Red Teamers take an offensive approach to identify security weaknesses and help organizations improve their security posture. The primary goal is to break into systems and networks, and they can use attack simulation tools, exploit kits, and potential penetration testing tools to achieve this goal. Their reports focuses on vulnerabilities found and suggestions for improving security. They possess ethical hacking, social engineering, and vulnerability assessment skills. Next up, we have Blue Team. The Blue Team defends a company's systems and networks against potential attacks. Blue Teamers takes a defensive approach by monitoring security, responding to incidents, and managing vulnerabilities. They aim to protect systems and networks by implementing and managing security measures, for example, firewalls, intrusion detections, and prevention systems and security monitoring tools. Their report focuses on security incidents and recommendations for improving security posture. They possess security monitoring, incident response, and risk management skills. One of the initial steps in any successful cybersecurity operations is the strategic phase known as pre-engagement planning and reconnaissance. Let's discuss pre-engagement planning and reconnaissance. Pre-engagement planning is a critical phase of red teaming. It involves defining the scope of the exercise, identifying the goals and objectives, and developing rules for engagement. The red team also conducts reconnaissance to gather information about the target's organizations and security defenses. Reconnaissance allows the red team to collect information about an organization's infrastructure, systems and applications such as their website, social media profiles or job posting, as well as using open source intelligence techniques and tools from multiple sources like social media platforms, search engines or online forums. Information collecting during reconnaissance allows red teams to gain insight into an organization's security posture, identifying vulnerabilities and attack vectors, and create more targeted approaches during exercises, increasing the chance of success. Rules of engagement. Rules of engagements are central to every red team exercise. ROE defines the scope, objectives, and parameters for conducting it, as well as setting boundaries, guaranteeing no harm is caused to the target organization or its employees during the exercise. ROE should be developed with the target organizations to ensure the exercise aligns with its security goals and objectives. They should include a clear definition of scope of the exercise, including the systems and applications that will be targeted and the types of attacks that will be attempted. ROE should also specify the rules of engagement between the red team and the target organization. These rules should include guidelines for communication between the red team and the target organization, including how and when the information will be shared. They should also establish procedures for escalation in case of unexpected outcomes or incidents.